Seems this morning we got two major leaks that have showed up on the Facebook group Cybertron Philippines. Now, Cybertron Philippines have been a source in the past for all kinds of different Transformers leaks, but more specifically that of Hasbro Pulse kind of product seems to be their jam of stuff that they seem to get early product samples of early. And we got two examples of very, very fascinating repaints here. The very first one being one here of a extremely rusted, and I have to say the paint scheme is fascinating how much they put here, an extremely rusted smokescreen slash barricade siege mold. Now obviously this is probably going to be one of the Sparkless that was seen in the War for Cybertron Siege episode 5 and 6. The zombies, if you will, from the Sea of Rust, where they would later on go to find the Allspark. So I guess they want to build up some army builders for us, I guess. I don't know. It is an interesting choice, to say the least. I will have to say, again, that paint scheme, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very cool that they went all out. It almost, again, leads more to me believing that this would probably be a Hasbro Pulse kind of item because of the amount of paint that has gone into it. And the second one, the more interesting of the two in terms of what's going on here, is that of a purple and clear plastic purple repaint of the deluxe fossilizer, the Paleotrex. Now, when I was looking at this, I was like, okay, what character could this potentially be, first of all? What do we fall into with that? And, obviously outside of a Beast Wars Megatron purple, what other, like, dinos in that kind of color scheme? Because you have, like, Beast Wars Neo's Magmatron. One of his components was kind of like a purpley blue dino. Or you have Beast Wars Neo Hardhead, which was also like a purple kind of dino. And then you have like Chrome Bite and Gnash Teeth, which are also purple kind of dinos. But none of them really fall into what this is trying to do. Another part of me thinks that maybe this is just some kind of like crazy Energon purple fossilizer, and it's a brand new character with a brand new trademark and a brand new idea, and it's going to be paired in a 2-pack with this barricade. Who knows? It's very bizarre, this one. Very out of left field. I know when we were talking about the potential repaint that the Paleo could have possibly been coming from, people were suggesting, it could be transmutate, it could be a lot of different things. And, I kind of fell into that camp too. But this is something completely different than what we expected. And I'm a loss for words to figure out what this is possibly being. This is probably just a brand new character, like all the other fossilizers have been up to this point. And they're just trying to do something unique and different, a new clear color scheme, which is, again, very different from the color schemes that most of the fossilizers have been up to this point. So I guess if you're someone who's doing a lot of crazy customs and stuff like that with the fossilizers, now you have a whole new color wave you can mix things up with now with this. So very two interesting leaks, to say the least. We don't know much else about these outside of the fact that they are from Cybertron Philippines. One other suggestion could be that these could also be part of, yet again, another Netflix wave of Walmart Netflix Transformers, but I think that's a little late for, like, let's say something like, again, the Rust Barricade, the Sparkless, the Zombie Barricade, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it really is perfect timing for that, because by the time these probably come out, which let's assume this is retail, we're thinking maybe April, May, June. That's so far off from the Siege TV series' debut, and falls into almost more the May release of what supposedly Kingdom is supposed to happen in 2021. So I don't think it's really that. I think these are probably Hasbro Pulse exclusives, possibly even paired together. Again, keep in mind, Cybertron Philippines were the ones that like broke the news about, let's say, the Barricade, War Barricade 2-pack, and a lot of other of those Hasbro Pulse exclusives. So I'm really leaning more on this is probably where these come from. But again, regardless of the fact, they're both very fascinating. Especially again, the Sparkless Rust Barricade. That one really is cool. Really like what I see here. Obviously, the accessories are missing here, but he probably does come with the accessories too. Just a very nice paint scheme. Very nice. It literally looks like someone took a metal car and just left it in the rain for many years with scratches and letting oxidation just get to it. Looks really nice. Very interesting. Am I going to want to pay that Hasbro Pulse premium price? That's another story. But if it was something that was in basic retail, it would definitely be something that at least be interesting to pick up. It's one of those kind of Transformer figures that are almost an accessory piece in a lot of ways. You want to have one of those like battle-worn, absolutely dead characters, and to own at least one is kind of nice for your collection, so that adds to that. But yeah, that's about it, really. That's about it, just these two. Hopefully we'll learn more about them in the near future, but these are very fascinating and out of left field. Let me know what you think about these.